What's up? This is Gardy with Clear Life Media, Clear Life Combat here in Leak City at the HQ. I got a guest here in studio. I'm going to let her introduce herself. We're going to find out what happened this weekend. Hey, how's it going?
It's going good. How are you?
I'm good. Thank you for making time. You had a big weekend.
Yeah.
If someone hasn't met you before, what's your name, your nickname, and then what happened this past weekend?
My name is Maria Harrison, aka the Boogie Woman. My family calls me Tutu. This weekend was a great fight. I got the win, unanimous decision, and after that, I got me some rest. I went to sleep.
You went to sleep?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never had a bedtime. There's a clip. So at the weigh-ins, something happened, right? You're fighting Kim Colbert. They announce her first from the blue, the blue corner. She gets up and starts yelling, saying, "I'm going to sleep, putting you to sleep."
So
right? What happened?
She finna go night-night.
Walk me through what happened from your perspective.
At first I was just like, I laughed it off, like, okay, if that's how she feels, all right, let's see. And then she just kept going. I mean, it was entertaining, I give it to her. I think she pumped the fight up. She made it interesting, and she brought the ignorance out of me. So
yeah.
I ain't never had a bedtime. I meant that. You weren't putting me to sleep. I knew when going into that fight, I was ready for war. We gonna fight.
Yeah. And that clip, I was talking to Hosanna, one of the best combat photographers. She's doing weigh-ins for El Tigre. She's been doing it for years. I told her, I leaned over. I was like, hey, I said, that's awesome. That was a moment really capturing emotion, I think, from both sides in a way that a lot of people don't get to see in the fight community. How would you see? I mean, fighting is an art, and it's a story to be told, and I think a lot of people connected with you and connected with Kim in that moment. What do you think about all that?
I thought we had like the best face off, the best one, definitely. I mean, it was different, like my last one, it wasn't nothing like that, but I mean, this one it was pretty interesting.
Yeah,
like I knew like it's finna be a fight. Like, it's finna be a fight. People are finna tune in. It's interesting. People that don't even know us just wants to see it based off that face off.
Yeah.
And
if you add all the views together, I think it's over 3 million people have watched that. From weigh-ins. There was a lot of people that took your side. People took Kim's side as well. I mean, have you seen any of the comments or any of the support or any of the haters or any of that?
I mean, I had like a lot of family members calling me and telling me, because I don't have like every social media, but I've seen a lot of them. Some of them are like, I'll just laugh and they're funny, and like some of them it's just like, okay, I don't really pay too much attention to it, but if it's brought to my attention, I'll look at it.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so fight night, both fighters, y'all come out, you do the walkout. What happened? Walk me through it all.
Like even before we came out, she was talking mess. We kind of had some words exchanges, and then my coach was like, "Hey, fight your fight and stay calm." I'm like, "Yeah." So I walked out. I was mentally prepared. Like, on my mind was war. Like, I'm ain't no way I'm losing. Ain't no way somebody finna put me to sleep. Like, you gonna have to stand on them words. Yeah, that's all that was on my mind.
Yeah. And online there was a bunch of support that you had. Could you sense that support in the building?
Oh yeah. I mean, support from people like I don't even know, like, that were just like excited, like, man, you better go beat her up. Like, I had family there, friends there. I mean, a lot of people that really just supported me, was excited to see me fight. Yeah. And I think it also made it like, I want to see you fight again. Like, based off this fight, like, I want to see what you got next time. And each time I'm going to get better. I'm going to get better.
There was people commenting on the clip that went to the fight specifically to watch, that didn't even know there was a fight card. They just happened to be in Houston. The algorithms did their thing and told them, hey, there's a fight going on. Hey, what's the address? Can I buy tickets at the door? How can I get in? There was multiple people that I shot the address to that went specifically to watch the fight.
To see the fight,
which is really cool, because I think it's, social media, there's a lot of negativity out there, but that's actually supporting local fighters. El Tigre, great promotion, And
even overall, like, based off that fight, my Instagram was just like blowing up, followers, messages, comments, like, how can we watch the fight? Where's it at? Or did they already fight? Or how, did she go to sleep? Like, I'm just like, yo, this is crazy. But it was pretty cool. Yeah.
What did your husband think? What did your kids and family think about all this?
So my husband was like, I know you're a humble person, you know, but when you go out there, like, fuck all that humble shit. Like, it's time to go fight. Like, I don't want you worrying about no kids, what they're doing, if they ate. Like, all that's out your mind. You go in there and you make sure you put on the show and you get that win. So he's like, he was just like really excited for me to like, he want to see what I'm gonna do, you know? Yeah, because he knows like I got what it takes. He even tells me like, you even have more in you. Like you have it. You just like my coach always tells me, like you have to get better and bring it out of you. Like nobody can stand in front of you as long as you believe in yourself. And it's true. I believe it. Compared to my last fight to this one, 10 times better. Yeah.
So Kim, she came out swinging, you know, a lot.
Expected.
Right. And so she was looking to brawl. What was the instructions from your coach? And, you know, what was your thoughts on that? Because she's also calling for a rematch. She says she thinks that she won the first 3 rounds. What do you think?
I expected her to come out swinging like that. Our game plan was don't fight her fight. We're not going to get no brawl match. Keep your hands up. Stick to the game plan. Go to the body. No headshots. If they're up there, cool. But we want that body. We gonna break her down. That was the game plan. Just don't get into no brawl match.
Yeah. If you go back and watch the footage, you see that's what you did. It looks like you did stick to the plan.
Yeah. Like my whole goal was, don't listen to the crowd. Don't worry about the oohs, ahs. Just listen for your coach and stick to what you practiced.
Yeah. You can see, you know, good head movement, moving around, working the body. Because I watched the fight, you know, from the broadcast and then also going back and watching some of the footage that's a little bit closer. But
yeah,
I think
I
you
did
a good
that
job.
too.
Yeah.
Like after the fight, when we left, I went to go watch it again. Yeah.
Was there ever a point in the fight, especially you said, hey, I let some of my ignorance, you know, take over, where you're like, man, I can go brawl, or hey, you get hit or touched for the first time, it's like, let me open up, or
yeah. So I knew like she wasn't finna back me up. I'm finna put pressure. I'm finna go forward. And anytime she kind of did come my way, I pivot out and get right back to what we practiced on. And then even when she swung that wild shot and I stepped back and I was like, you know, I'm like, hey, like, put me to sleep. Come on, what are you doing? You know, like it was starting to get a little fun to me at that point. Yeah.
What do you think about the event overall that Tigre Promotions put together?
Man, honestly, I love that event. Like it was nice. I love the big screens up there. Like if you couldn't see from far back, you could look at the screen and it was like even bigger. The walkout was it was a really good show. It was really nice, really big. I mean, everyone even complimented it. Compare it also to like the last one in Baytown, how it was so like impacted. This one was just really, really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, a venue, you know, plays a big part, and I think it was nice, and you know, the lighting, there was enough light. Sometimes from a production standpoint, for Clear Life putting it on, that's one thing that's really important is lighting, because if it's not enough light in there, then you can't even see. You can have the best cameras.
I do feel like this one was a little brighter in the ring. Yeah,
there was more, and even still, like if you watch boxing on TV or pay-per-view, you know, Tyson versus Jake Paul or whatever, you look up next time, like look at the lights. There's probably $1 million worth of lights over the ring. Yeah,
that stuff's not cheap. Putting together something like that costs some money. I just knew like it's going to be a good show.
Yeah, and shout out to Tigre Promotions for doing that. You know, giving, you know, boxers like yourself, you know, an opportunity to come in and prove themselves and do this on a professional way. Yeah,
they're honestly, I think they're very professional in everything. Communication, the way they set up, the way they respond to you, or you know, if they have questions, like they're right on business. Like I've never had a problem with them.
You know, and I think we've talked some about this before in a previous interview, but you know, growing up, did you think you would be a professional athlete? And if so, did you think it would be in boxing?
You know, I thought about that the other day. I was like, who would have known, like, if somebody would said, hey, at the age of 30, you'll be a pro, you know, like a professional athlete, legit professional athlete. Yeah. Like I always knew I loved boxing when I was little. Of course I did it because, you know, I wanted to be behind my brother and my dad, but like to know, like now I'm 4 kids later, like I'm here, you know, it's like, it's kind of surreal, but it's cool. But I mean, I'm doing it, you know? Yeah. There is times where I'm like, man, like I told you, like, yeah, this is not for me. Like, it's just not working out. But I have a coach who believes in me, my husband, you know, who, like, I mean, goes to work every day, busts his butt. Like he just wants me to be great. Like, I got it. Like, just go work hard. Like, make it worth it, you know? and that's what I'm doing.
Going back to the potential of a rematch, what do you think about it? What does your coach think about it?
I don't think my coach really thinks much of it. I mean, but like I said, at the end of the day, if he makes that call, I just come to the gym. I just train. He makes the shots, and I go with it. So whatever he decides to do is what we're gonna do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And even, how soon do you think you would take a fight? I mean, how are you feeling right now, health wise, and how soon you want to get back in the ring?
Health wise, I mean, I feel great. I feel good. I definitely think there's more things I want to work on. I want to get better at. I know there's a fight coming up in March, another show that we want to fight on. Like I said, my coach just tells me, hey, we got a match. Be at the gym. And I'm training. Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. Who is your coach, and what gym do you train out of?
My coach is Eugene Hill, and I train out of Gator Boxing.
What's it like
Dickinson.
there? What's it like at Gator and Dickinson?
It's cool, man. It's really it's like a family, It's more than just you show up to a boxing gym and be around random people. We're all family there. My coach is not that coach like, oh, we'll try again tomorrow. You didn't get it. Like, nah, we gonna get it together tonight. Like, we're gonna fix this today. Like, I don't care if you're a female or we're gonna get it done. We're gonna work hard. He's serious. He takes everything he does serious. He tries to also tell me, like, I could believe in you and I can show you what to do, but you have to believe in yourself and you got to put in the work. So I think that also just makes me 10 times better each time, because it's one thing to believe in myself, but when you have so many other people supporting you and putting you on this high standard, like, you have to know, like, man, like, they're not just saying that, like, you have something. And I just got to keep digging and get better.
You had a ton of support. I think of Galveston County. I was talking to my wife about this because this is all I've been talking about this past weekend. She's probably and she loves the supports and all this stuff that we do, right?
Yeah.
But she may be tired of hearing about it. But I'm like, man, Galveston County, it's big, but it is very small.
Yeah.
And I feel like, Dickinson's big, but it's small. Gator Boxing, there's a lot of support. I feel like Galveston County was all behind you. Hitchcock, Texas was all behind you. In a sense, the internet got behind you too, and it's really cool to see how one moment can change
quick.
Can change some things.
I even had I have supporters in like Angleton and Lake Jackson. Like, I used to go there. I used to go to Angleton Boxing Club when I was little.
Are you from there?
No, I just lived there. I was born in Galveston. We used to live like in Angleton, and we lived in Lake Jackson. I've lived in Lamarck, but Hitchcock is where I've been the longest. That's where I graduated from. But I have like friends still back in Angleton and Lake Jackson that were like all tuned in, watching. Like, it was pretty, even like some of the people I went to boxing with, they were watching. Yeah. So it's like I also have like support in Brazoria County as well.
Yeah, I grew up in Angleton. I went to the fair this past year.
Yeah.
And I took my kids because I went there, the Brazoria County Fair, like every year,
I
which is a ton of fun. I know, I hadn't either. It'd probably been like 15 years or something. Dang. And so my kids had a good time, the carnival rides. But I remember, I'm gonna go get a sausage on a stick, turkey leg. Like, spend way too much money trying to ride some of the rides and stuff. But it was a good time. Yeah. Man, I know that you mentioned people are asking, like, you got social media, you got this and that, and you do have some, but you had to make some more. I guess let me know, what is your social media accounts? If people want to follow you, how can they?
So my Instagram is _Boogie Woman, and I just made a TikTok last night. I believe it's just Boogie Woman, and those are the only two I have for. Oh, on the Snapchat, but Snapchat is Pretty Hooper 5.
Okay.
I can play basketball too.
Hey, that's what's up. Did you play in school?
Yeah, I love basketball.
Yeah. Me too. Basketball that was like my favorite sport. Yeah. Growing up and stuff. But
like to this day, me and my husband will go to the park and just play 1-on-1.
That's cool.
Yeah. We be just out there hooping by ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hitchcock, they got a good basketball team.
Oh yeah.
They have a good football team too. Yeah, but Hitchcock won state.
Yeah.
In basketball, the boys team, I guess, back to back, and that's a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
Very cool.
They're really good. Great coaching. Yeah. Great coaching.
And he's an alumni too, the coach for Hitchcock.
Yeah.
Do you have kids that are in school at Hitchcock?
Yeah. So my oldest, she's in 8th grade. She's 13, and then I have a 10-year-old. She's in 5th grade, and then I have my son Tyson. He's in kindergarten, and then my last baby, he's in daycare right now. He's 2.
Yeah. I know one of your one of your kids, they were on the YouTube stream talking.
Yes.
That's my mom. What do your kids think about this all overall?
So like my oldest, first I was like, who's on? Cause I'm like my 10-year-old don't got social media, but I'm like, oh, she's on YouTube. Okay, that's what it's from.
Yeah.
So she was the one. She's my little mini me. Yeah. She'll fight my age person if she had to. Like she's a little firecracker. But it was her going back and forth.
Yeah, because people were like, your mom's going to sleep. I mean, people are brutal on social media and stuff. And then she was coming back. She's like, she is not going to sleep.
She's my kid that has a comeback for everything. Like, don't get in an argument with her because you're going to want to fight her.
Where's that come from?
She comes from me. That's why we bump heads now. But that was her who was on YouTube. My oldest daughter, she like, Mommy, you made me want to cry, like whenever you're walking out, like, and she don't really talk much about it. She just like, yeah, my mom fights. Yeah. She's just like really like her dad. She's just really like laid back and stuff. But like she had texted me this whole message after I fought, like a really like she's not even sentimental like that. And she texted me. So I was like, okay, I must have really, touched her from this fight. And then my son Tyson, he was like, Mommy, I seen you. And I was like, oh yeah, you better beat her up, Mommy. I'm like, oh Lord, this boy here, he likes to fight. He always asks, like, can I go to the gym with you? He won't stop doing workouts. I'm like, come on, boy, we got to go home. Like, it's enough. You did good.
Yeah.
Yeah. My little one, he don't know much. He still be playing. Yeah.
Not yet. And sometimes those are the most dangerous ones.
Honestly, I think my baby is going to be like probably the best athlete out of all of them.
When they're raised around that, and you're getting started in your career. And if he's there or around it.
He's so rough already.
They think it's normal. It's normal to them.
Yeah. Like him and my 5-year-old, like he could put him down. Mm-hmm. Like, and I'm like, you're only 2 years old, but like he's big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. Is there anything else you'd like to share or talk about?
No. Come March though, I will be fighting on Tigre Promotions. Just be looking out for the fight, and I expect this fight to be 10 times better than my last one. That last one's done. It's over with. You can only get better. It's not really much to celebrate if I got more to come.
What about the shirt that you walked out in? I think that you may even have some for sale. Mm-hmm. I guess tell me, if someone hadn't seen it, what did it have on it? And if someone wants one, how can they get it? Yeah.
So I made it like the morning of my fight. I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm finna troll. So I put on there, I never had a bedtime. I knew I wanted to walk out to it. But yeah, I have like a lot of people asking right now, can I make them a shirt? So I have my email is harrisonvinyl17@gmail.com. If they email that and let me know if they want a shirt, that's how they can get in touch with me, and I can get it done.
Sweet.
Yeah.
harrisonvinyl17@gmail.com. Mm-hmm. Get the official merch. The Maria Harrison Boogie Woman merch. Never had a bedtime. It's a cool shirt. Yeah. It's a cool saying. It's a quick comeback in a moment, and lightning in a bottle.
That's literally all I've seen. Was that saying, and that's like all that was on my mind too. Like, make sure you let her eat them words the next day.
Awesome. Thank you so much for making time and hanging out today. I appreciate you.
Oh yeah, no problem.
This is Gardy with Clear Life Media, Clear Life Combat. Y'all be blessed.